Hey everyone, it's Caitlin Penrich here from Berry Insurance, and today I want to talk to you a little bit about business auto insurance and a few exposures that you may have as a business owner that you need to pay attention to with your insurance policy. So the first coverage I want to talk to you about is what's called hired auto liability coverage. And what that's going to do is going to give you the liability protection you need if you decide to rent, hire, lease, or borrow a vehicle in the name of the business for business use. The second coverage I want to talk to you about is what's called non-owned liability coverage. And this is going to protect you if your employees are using their personal vehicles for business use. So for example, you send an employee out to go pick up lunch for a company meeting, or to make a bank deposit, or to run to the post office and drop off the mail for business use. That non-owned auto liability coverage is going to protect you if they get in an accident. The third coverage I want to talk to you about is what's called drive other car coverage, and this is something that's really important. Drive other car coverage will provide personal auto liability coverage to anyone that is specifically named in this endorsement. And what it's going to do is for businesses that supply company-owned vehicles to executive officers, to salesmen, to key employees, or to anyone in the business, it's going to give them personal auto liability coverage. Many times what happens is if an employee receives a company-owned vehicle, they don't have a personal auto policy in place because that vehicle is protected under the business policy. When that happens, that means that they don't have personal auto liability coverage. So if they are driving their company-supplied vehicle to the grocery store and they cause a multi-car accident, they're going to be sued personally, and they're not going to have the protection that they need to help defend that claim. So drive other car coverage will give you this coverage. It's usually best practice that we tell businesses to make sure that their employees do have a personal auto policy in place if they're supplied company vehicles. But if the company wants to take on that exposure, they can apply for the coverage on their policy and offer it through the company policy. Something that you have to consider, but it's a really important coverage, especially for executive officers that don't have their own personal auto policy. You want to make sure that you get that added on to your business policy right away. We hope these tips have helped. If you have a business auto exposure that you want to talk to us about, please give us a call, 508-528-5200. Thanks.